think I ever made spinach with you people. What do I mean, you people? I mean you people on the internet. So I only buy my spinach at Costco. I buy a lot of things at Costco. In fact, I bought the amount of stuff you buy at Costco when you only go to Costco every 2 months, because even though it's only 10 miles, it's 30 minutes when there's no traffic. 45 minutes or 50 minutes when there is traffic, because King of Prussia from here is like, it may as well be fucking Mars. Anyway, this is on. I probably shouldn't be cooking. There's an empty pan. But go to Costco and I buy the giant 2.5 pounds. Giant 2.5 pound thing. You don't have to clean it. It's all clean washed. Luckily, because it would be impossible to do. And I'm going to save a little bit of this, just a little bit, to toss on like salads, and if I get pizza, which is very rare because pizza around here sucks too. If you have any Philadelphia pizza recommendations, put them in the goddamn description. Or put them in the comments. Wow, what a mess. Oh my god, what a mess. I am just the worst. Right, here's what I'm doing. Since this is becoming a mess and worse every time I think about it, I'm gonna fix this. There we go. Lettuce. Spinach is the worst. I mean, liverwurst is the worst, but spinach is the worst to deal with. That should be enough to deal with any sort of salads I want to make, or anything that's not just spinach from this pot. What we need in this pot now is butter. Now I have this, actually this might even be from the butter shootout, but it's been frozen forever. So, time to get rid of this. This is unsalted butter. Put that there. The problem with spinach, especially fresh spinach, is it always tastes, well, it tastes hard as fuck, and you go, ugh, every time you eat it. And I've fixed this before, and I don't remember how I did it. But we're gonna improvise, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you if this is working or not. So we need butter and oil, because we're gonna put this in there, this whole rest of this bag, which seems like a lot. Trust me, this is gonna turn into like this much. It's gonna be like that much at the bottom. This is enough for like 3 meals once you cook it down. The question is, how am I getting it into the pot without causing another biological disaster? See, if I was streaming, I could ask people's opinions. Only a little bit of a disaster. Now this is a new pot. My old pot I decided to use for campsite cooking. I want to just get this. You don't push them down. You don't want to push down. It's going to just cook down on its own. I just want to get it out of the bag. While I was holding it. Of course, I lost some leaves on the back side. I'm going to push it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't burn your hand on the stove, which is now running. Okay. And the reason I'm cooking the whole thing is because storing this much spinach, number one, in 3 days it's going to be all wilty and wet and nasty. And number two, I really like spinach, and I'd like to make that part of my every day. So that's a way. I bought mushrooms as well. I think I'm going to make some mushrooms. I'm making steak right now also, and I'm going to try to freeze some of these green beans because I'm tired of buying a giant bag of green beans and then actually I do multiple small bags. 2 small bags and then leave one out to cook this weekend. This is all experimentation. No idea what's going to work. I mean, I probably shouldn't have rim wax up here. By the way, art. Fucking art. Oh, I love art. I want to live in the... If Pixiv was a place, I would move there. I don't want to rip this bag. I'm going to pour this into a full-size colander. Not because I'm going to actually clean it, because it needs to be out of this and do something gigantic. Jesus. Why? Why are these bags so impossible? How is everything so impossible to come out of these bags? I'm not touching that. I actually should probably... See, that's olive oil. Do I want to use olive oil or regular oil? I'm going to use regular. Just drizzle it, because it's going to need it. It's going to need it as it cooks down. And we're going to salt this too, but not until that gets to the bottom. Let's see if I can get what I got in here. So I don't know if this is actually... Oh, they didn't clean these very well. Yeah. Freeze. If I could freeze these, if I could buy big Costco-sized things of fresh greens and freeze them. And then I have to go to goddamn Giant every... Well, it's every week to get fresh greens. I mean, fresh, look, I don't like frozen things as much as the next guy. But I have a chest freezer. I really like frozen things because they're convenient. What's a serving size for me and me alone? It's always me alone. A little more than that. Yeah, we should be able to get 3... I mean, we're going to get the scale out and get really anal. Where we weigh and see what a third looks like. That's like a perfect... Like, just sell me this! Put that for $1 and I'll buy it every time. But no, no one sells that for $1. I'd buy that for $1. RoboCop reference? No. God damn, look how perfect that came out. Mr. Spiegel, your ship is ready. See, what's the one thing about art? Like, once you're an adult, and I should have mentioned this in the art unboxing, which I just filmed. Once you're an adult, and you will determine when you're an adult, exactly at this point. When you see something you want to print out and put on your wall, and it's not a poster. Like this Evangelion one that says I want to believe. It had to be a poster. It had to be a cheap, shitty poster. Number one, because I wasn't going to spend so much goddamn money on printing it on canvas, but when you just decide to put things on your wall and it's actually canvas and you think it's going to last for years, and even if you grow out of the style of whatever it is, you're just going to be around for years. You're not throwing them in the garbage. No one would walk past that on the sidewalk and just leave it there. It's fucking art. When you start printing shit on canvas, you have officially become an adult. Then it's time to think about tax reform. Chewbacca, what are your fiscal quarterlies looking like? And she's like, I'll fist your quarterlies. And I'm like, what? No, you didn't. And then that's actually a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. Let's just get it out. How you doing, Spinach? I have it on 5, which God knows what that means in this stove. Yeah, that's good for today. That's a today size. And these can get distributed. That's definitely more than this, so we'll... Like, my friend does meal prepping where he does like 27 containers and it's all frozen and it's all the exact same meal for 27 days, or at least the same. I can't do that. I need variety every day. Fresh, cooked. I need to have no food maybe one day. Maybe one day I'm just finishing leftovers. I like leftovers. I know someone who doesn't like leftovers. Just but I like leftovers. Actually, by the time this video comes out, probably won't be fiance. Just because of our scheduling. I'm scheduled poorly. Who doesn't like leftovers? I love leftovers. Alright. I'll ask this in the comments also. After you tell me which pizzeria is the best in Philadelphia. Let that drip. Do you like leftovers? If so, what are your favorites? I think I asked that on a stream. Actually, I just cleaned the spider. That's probably the perfect utensil for this. Look how far down we've gone, and we haven't even stirred it yet. Yeah, because once you get it down, the steam comes up and starts cooking the rest of it. It's already halfway gone. There's a soft one. Okay, I'm recharged now. We can move on. The problem with making only half the mushrooms, and again, I'm here alone. I'm making my lunch. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a late lunch, early supper, however you want to talk about it. That's a lot of mushrooms. That's 24 ounces of mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms. So I could cut it in half. You can't freeze mushrooms. And when I go to like Giant, there's always like, they're never, Costco's got the best food. Could do that too. Costco's got the best freaking food. Look at these tomatoes. Look at these beautiful tomatoes. Potatoes, tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach, green beans, turkey rollers, which are amazing, and I'll show you how to make. There's nothing to show you. You buy a wasabi sauce, which is not wasabi paste. It's different. It's mostly horseradish based. This is the worst thing I've ever done. And you're watching me do it on camera. I put it on glass. That makes more sense. I need a bigger refrigerator or less food. No, it's definitely a bigger refrigerator because I bought a thing of hard-boiled eggs, which is good till December of 2017. I didn't think they would last that long, but apparently they will. This is the worst thing. Oh God! Oh no, that's not working. I may have to eat all of them. Turkey rollers fit? Come on. Oh yeah! That's a win in my book. Anyway, what was I just saying? Oh, for the turkey rollers, take the wasabi sauce and go into your cabinet where you have 9 different types of honey, and I have like at least 9 types of honey. And mix them two together and just dip the turkey rollers in it. And if you don't eat them like that, you think I'm stupid for doing that, get the fuck off my channel. Get off the internet. Go find a really high bridge and scream off of it, I don't like wasabi sauce and honey. And I've tried multiple types of wasabi sauce and they're all great. It's just, whatever it is, it's brand new. I've never heard of it. I grew up, didn't have wasabi sauce in the shelves. We're getting close to like maximum Cucurino. And they left a lot of the stems, which some people won't like, but they break down enough. So now, we're gonna fix that bitterness. First, we're gonna put some salt on it. I'd like to use my pink Himalayan, but I'm running out of that, and I really need that for like hard-boiled eggs. So we're just gonna do non-iodized Morton salt. And then, just to confuse you people, actually I could try with honey this time. Sugar, and I know, yeah I know. What about diabetes? Well, let's hope it tastes delicious. And we got brown sugar in here. And we're gonna have one last ingredient. It's not gonna make any sense, right? I've done this before. Brown sugar, and by the way, I buy these granulated ones because they just pour out. So I did. I'm not doing honey granules, but I am gonna put a squirt of lemon, which makes no sense because we're trying to get rid of tartness. And I know, and you gotta trust me on this. We'll wait till I'm done and I taste it, and then trust me on it. Don't trust me yet. Just watch me do. Keep notes. Don't like pause the video at this very moment and then I'm done with that over there. You can come back over here. Okay. Imager, it's time for a daily dose of awe. Fuck you, Imager, or app. It's good. It smells like iced tea now. I'm not joking. Why is that? So now we've got some liquid in there, so we could turn this up to just get rid. It's cooked. The spinach is cooked, and I can either strain it out, or I could get rid of that liquid, because the liquid's where a lot of the tartness is, but a lot of the flavor and nutrients are in it. So I don't want to remove it entirely. I'm so tempted to grind red pepper flakes in there, but I know that's not going to help my what I'm trying to do. I do have a strainer though, so get the fuck in there. Okay. I love how that just shot up out of a 2-foot high fucking pot. I gotta do something with these mushrooms. I'm not waiting. If I wait, my friend's not gonna like mushrooms. He's coming over this week. He's like, yeah, let's hang out. Okay. He's not gonna like mushrooms. I think I like bone-in chicken. Dick. Bread can go in the bread department, which is overfilled at this. That'll hold. That'll hold. Should have done all the dishes, but Z-Cooks do not require me to do dishes. This is mashed potatoes that I'm done with. I'll probably. They smell. They gotta go. They gotta go down. They gotta go down there. Luckily, you can't smell over the internet. They definitely smell like potatoes that are like 3 weeks old. The starch starts breaking down. One of the benefits of having a garbage disposal. I did not grow up with a garbage disposal, so this is all new tech to me. There we go. Yeah. How we doing back there, Spinach? Doing great, sir. Wow, making a mess. This is one of those Z-Cooks I didn't think I should start. Well, I didn't think I should make it. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. And please don't forget to check out J Cooks and M Cooks. Alright, here we go. Mashed potatoes. Now just reach your hand in there and get them out. They're ready to go. And I don't want to burn the bottom of this. You definitely want to use a strainer, probably the small one. Actually, these handles work way better than the ones from my IKEA pot. Yes! So that entire giant bag, off good, 2.5 pounds has become, I wonder if it weighs less or more, if it absorbed oil or removed liquid. If I would have torn the weight of this, I could have figured that out. I would also have weighed the actual spinach. I don't trust the bag to tell me the accurate weight. This needs to be cleaned. This needs to drip a little bit. Congratulations on your first use, pot. You worked well. Alright. Let's see if Theos is crazy with his blast of sugar and brown sugar and then a twist of lemon. Just a of lemon. By the way, that's really, really hot. So let's oh. Yep. It doesn't taste like sugar. It's not extra salty. It just tastes like spinach. But it's not bitter. I'm not getting that at the end of the... Okay. Perfect. I'm glad my memory served me, because I knew I whatever I did last time was like, this doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't do this. Then I did it, and it came out great. Now these steaks... I'm not making all that. That's not my lunch. That would be ridiculous. I mean, I'm all for vegetarians, but I ain't that vegetarian. Let's put this up to like... Because I'm going to take a couple of these. I'm going to save a bunch of them. What I usually do is just Ziploc bags. But back to these save, the buy and save. Again, Costco is the only one that sells... Yeah. Costco is the only one that sells what is called flap meat steak. I figured out what it actually was, but I don't remember what that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the ones that I'm not eating. And I'm going to eat probably at least 2 of these. Maybe, you know what? Because it's early, this is dinner. This is going to be dinner. So you're going away. I don't like the way you look. Your face. I don't like your face. You're going away. 2 pieces. That's pretty small. Oh, there's a little half piece. Perfect. There's lunch some other day. And then, ooh, that's a big fat flat one. Nice. But I'll count that as a half piece. 1, 2. Any of you tiny? Oh, look at that. There's a tiny one. 3. That's another lunch the other day. We've got many lunches, many days, and I'm rinsing it off in a pot. So remember that you rinse off meat hands in the pot. See, now we got to break out of just cooking and get to the actual, all the things around cooking. Now I'm going to freeze these. And I should vacuum seal them. Yes, I've got a vacuum sealer. Look at my vacuum sealer. But this one's a pain in the ass. It's got something up with it. Just like my other one. I think I have a bad luck with vacuum sealers. And no, I don't label them because I'm just, if I don't eat them, just eat them. Just eat them. Mushrooms, we got to deal with mushrooms. Spinach is already cooked. I had to get that out of the way. I want to do these green beans, but I'm probably going to save these green beans for the weekend. Even though I didn't damage Ziploc, I rolled that up instead. Hi. It's literally raw steak. You can't have it right now. Bitch needs to learn. We can season this while it's here, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's 4 pieces. Perfect. I was hoping there was more than 3. The seasoning of this. I have this Firehouse oil, which adds a fiery sriracha flavor to my cooking. And if you smell it, you fucking love it. So I'm going to give a little bit of that to there. So that's going to deal with that. Now I'm going to get my kosher salt out. This is the kind I like. Look at the size of those consistent granules. Actually, I may have added the other one to this. 1, red pepper flakes. 2. Now I've got here is onion powder in a grinder for the first time. This is just easier to distribute. And actually I've got this, one of these is, this is the steak seasoning one, and that's like an all seasoning one. So I'm gonna throw some steak seasoning on there. Because you're supposed to not grind them, but they're such big chunks of like corns and shit. I can't help myself. Oh yeah, oh we got a beautiful buttery looking cook. By the way, every time I see like a steak on Reddit that's made it like the front page of Reddit because it's a fucking steak that's amazing, I'm gonna just throw these around so that the seasoning on top becomes the seasoning on bottom as well. It's only seasoned one side. They're so small, it shouldn't make a difference. Anyway, every time I see a steak on Reddit, it's just like, why are they melting a pat of butter on it? Because even I, who makes something called the breakfast of death, look up that cooking video, I can't see myself doing that. That's so fucking wrong. I'm probably gonna do 2 at a time in here. Do the big, that's the big one and that's the small one. I'll leave these 2 medium-sized ones. There's my lid. And we're not steaming it. Again, needy hands, and I'm gonna get that spinach out of here so I don't accidentally fuck it over with like salmonella coriander. Yeah, that was dirty. These steaks are nice and, well, put it to like there. They're thin enough that I could just boom, boom. I want the starch. I'm gonna do my mushrooms. I'm just not feeling mushrooms today. I'm just staring at them going, God, I want some mushrooms. I think I might stuff these and try that this weekend. Okay. I feel like I should run to the Chinese food though and get some rice. Because what's better than Chinese fried rice with your fucking steak? I'm serious. If you got a local Chinese food place and you could just go there and get a side dish, and then actually, because it'll cost me for a small rice, it'll be like $6. Maybe less. I don't actually know. I never bought a small rice there. Hi. Not yet. Not yet. I throw the rice. I'm really tempted to do that. I have to shut the camera. I have to cook the steak first before I did that. And let it sit, and they'd have to have it ready. Can I call them? I don't think I called them. Like, yeah, I'm walking. I'm down your block. Oh my, yeah. Get that on its butt. That looks spectacular. In fact, I'm gonna probably, I definitely can't leave it in here while I'm at, I think I'm gonna go get Chinese food rice. Chinese rice. But you know what, I bought that jasmine rice and it's so good, but I have to get the thing. The problem is I have to make the rice. Hey, bought a little. Okay. Told you that bread would stay. Fucking told you. Because I think I'm not, to finish these in here is gonna be, they'll be dead. I'm gonna do a nice low oven. Pop them in there to let them. So basically, what I've made is spinach. Yes. Steak. Oh yeah, you hear that crackle? Yeah, that's very not done on the inside. So let's. Actually, we could just do this while we wait. There should be enough oil in there still. Okay, you can go in the trash. Weeb trash. Just like my bubaka buck. Do I have any instant sides? Instant. I mean like instant. Like the stupidest instant goddamn side possible. Goya rice. Microwave instructions. How do you do it? 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes. What? What? 20 minutes in the microwave? Aww. I could definitely get Chinese rice faster than that. That's dumb as hell. Don't potatoes. I guess potatoes work. Potatoes are instant. How much potatoes? How much potato make go? Yes. Heat 1 2/3 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 2/3 cups of water. That's very specific. Don't break anything. It's a very small pot. On. Keep in mind, this pan is hotter than it was before because we had the other piece in it. So we're just gonna. Oh. I love how that dripped down and it's just making a mess everywhere. And yeah, that's what happens when you don't use a burner. That back burner is probably a little bit cleaner, but this one gets abused. I cut things on this, things splash on this, I prepare food on this. So that's what will happen. And you gotta wait for the smoke to clear, or it'll just keep the thing cool enough that it won't smoke out completely. So now it's smoked out completely. My new phone, by the way, completely and totally slower. Like that little ding and it's like message. And this one is on the same Wi-Fi network and just like, no, I'm not going to tell you this about this for about 10-15 seconds. Okay, that's dried up now. That. I gotta actually kill that. This basically comes to a boil, you stir it, and it's done. So that's going to be my meal. My signature russet. I'm okay with instant potatoes, by the way. I bought real potatoes. I'm going to make real mashed potatoes at some point. Possibly in a video, possibly not. The Little Potato Company. Eat those potatoes. Eat them. So now I'm going to pull this out and add... Where the hell did my little... Oh! That would have been bad. One. Let's take that small one out. Put it back in there for fun. There we go. Now those can sit in there until everything's done. We're at 200 something degrees. Is there literally something on fire down there now? Okay. Better keep it from bursting into flames. I know you want to. I know you want me to try this, and this is the smallest piece, and it spent at least 7 or 8 minutes in the oven, so it's probably ready. All beef gets cut with the good knife. No need for resting. It was resting in the oven. I love how my lighting is just gone, and then there it is. Oh my fucking science! Look at that. I would love to tell you I could teach you how to cook meat if you watch me long enough, but I don't know. I get this like feeling, and I know when it's done, and this is done. This is perfection. It's very hot still. Chewbacca, I'm gonna give you a little piece. Hot. She's like, fuck you, give it to me anyway. That's off. Let that just be itself. No more smoke. That's gonna take at least. I just put the other ones in there. At that temperature, at low temperature, it's probably gonna take another 5 to 8 minutes because those are bigger pieces. This What this be do? What am I missing? I'm missing the 2 tablespoons of butter. Of course, my hands are wet now, which makes this fucking impossible. Nice. That's there. I'm going to use salted butter, even though it probably has a shit ton of salt in it. How much salt's in this? Oof. You know what? Piece of unsalted butter. It's 1,200. It's like 1,300 or 1,400 fucking milligrams in that package. And I know I'm eating that whole package. You can't hide it in a serving size with me, internet. So, yeah. Get rid of this goddamn unsalted butter once and for all. Just put this back in the drawer. That'd be great. You're nearly at a boil. You're done. You're doing your thing. It's ready. I'll make sure this... I want this butter to melt before I add it, because once it's in there, it's just going to be a clump. It's just going to float around in multiple spots trying to be a clump of butter. Hasn't actually boiled either. Come on. I could make this garlic potatoes and just put a little bit of garlic in there. Okay. Off. Notice how it still boils because it's electric, and off doesn't mean jack shit to electric. Look at it. It's still glowing red. You know, it's like sending a postcard. Could you please not cook my food anymore? The only way to guarantee that is to take it off. Okay. That's a small pan. I should have used a larger pot, but... well, I just didn't. You saw what I was doing here. None of you stopped it. Which means gentle stirrings, which I hate being gentle when I'm doing things. I'm a rough guy. Beat the shit out of it. I want to beat the crap. I see, and it's still a little thin, but we're getting there. We have to integrate all that brown powder, light white powder. It's so good. There we go. Fold. Folding is the method, and press and fold. Now we can let that sit, or you can cover it and let it sit. Cover it. Use the proper type of lid. There you go. Yes. That is ideal. For fear of making them over... you can always cook them more. You can't uncook them. That's a rule. I didn't write it. I just follow it. So now I can't put anything down on that because it'll literally burst into flames. This goes there. We want a fork to serve us. Pile of green. Hold that for a second. This should sit for longer than 0 seconds, but I'm going to serve myself anyway. Because I've got a show to run here. This ain't good eats. If it was, you'd learn something. All you're learning is that Zeos doesn't know how to cook things. It's taking a lot of you very long to figure that out. That is, of course, not enough beef. In fact, that's the name of my restaurant. My future restaurant is called Not Enough Beef. .com. We got the little skinny one over here. I mean, this is probably the thinnest one. It's probably not fully done all the way through, but the end of it is. So I'm gonna... oh, do I have mashed potato gravy? Yes. Yes, it is. Don't ask questions. When Zeus asks if you have mashed potato gravy, and he does that, just go with it. I'd rather not cut with a greasy hand, especially on that knife. I don't like washing that knife fully. It's like cleaning the blade and you're done. Okay, this side will definitely be done. This was done in the pan. You see the grain? Don't cut with it. Cut against it. In fact, that's a very severe grain. I'm gonna cut small little, like cat food pieces. She didn't even eat it. She didn't even fucking eat it. Kind of animal are you? Some sort of demon? Oh, perfect. Actually, perfect enough that I'm gonna yank these out. I actually was inspired to go to Costco, buy all this stuff, not just because of the art, but buy all the beef, because I found our Instagram, which I haven't posted to in a long while, and I apologize. But, yeah, I tried that. You're a bitch. I cooked a perfect steak, and I'm like, perfect, hashtag perfect. Every time, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, I'm good at that. Weak in the knees. If you're a vegetarian and watching this, number one, I apologize. Number two, let me help you. I can fix this problem that ails you. This spinach was alive too, you know. And neither one suffered. And you only live once. And whether you end up in a car crash, or if you end up as a cow being butchered, that's how you're gonna go. And it's gonna be delicious. Well, the cow way is much more delicious. These are done. They're gonna sit in their own juices, because fuck it. I could put them in there. No, the juices are fine. Yeah, oh. This is America. Perfect. Hi. I know. Alright, fine. Oh, look. Look at this piece I have over here. Try to trick her. Show shit in my bed, I know it. Oh no. Oh, what did I just do? That is really a shame. I'm not going to wash that. I'm just going to place it in a drip, because I'm pretty much sure those are going to be gone in about... Why do I have 2 forks? Man, I made a lot of dirty mess for this. Okay, well, I don't know how long that video was. I was hungry, so I may have rushed it a bit. She still didn't eat it. And she won't. If I put it over there, she won't eat it. I'm tempted to just... Alright. Food is delicious. I love food, you love food. From all its sources. From the fish, from the land, from the sea. From the fish, from the land. Okay. Yeah, I see where I fucked up on that one. Anyway, moving on. Not moving on. Totally forgot to tell you about the Patreon, which doesn't support this cooking channel, but in general, if my cousin and sister, who are M and J, who help run the Z Cooks Consortium, want to go on a trip, an eating trip, buy groceries, have competitions and battles, we use that money for that. Check that link in the description or in the card in the upper right. And if you join for $5 or more a month, you get into the special Z Cooks Consortium Patreon, where I hang out with, I think there's like 13 or 14 people in there now. Me, my sister, my cousin Jay, who is the best cook of us all, but you know, boom, natural talent obviously outweighs that. And you can hang out with us there for $5 a month. Or if there's any slots open, pay my sister to bake you cookies. Slots open, my sister. Oh God.